my horse. I named her Misty. She's, isn't she beautiful? Look at the gait.
Dude, you don't name a horse in a game. You're like those Japanese dudes that marry girls out of video games.
There's nothing wrong with that. Look at this horse. It's beautiful. I can make her jump.
You've been talking about your horse for like 10 minutes.
Do you want me to make you groom her?
Why
I will make you groom her.
Why don't you go fight somebody?
No, listen, I'm enjoying my time with my horse. I gotta take a leak. Hold on. Some time with Misty again. This is gonna be awesome. Wait, where's Misty? Misty? Hey, whistling isn't work. Where's Misty?
Oh, I know where Misty went. What? Why don't you check your inventory?
She can't fit in my inventory.
Well, just check though. I think that, you know.
Misty?
Welcome back. This is episode 191 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where porn went out in
memory of fucking Misty. Thank you very much. I can't believe what you did there.
Oh, you were being a whiny little bitch. Oh shit.
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Tomo Kozire.
And I'm you. And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are covering Red Dead Redemption, where you can fall in love with a horse and have your friend brutally murder her. As well as Modnation Racers demo.
Yep. Modnation Racers. And then our new releases include Alpha Protocol and the Modern Warfare 2 Resurgence map pack.
Kind of excited.
But yeah, so let's get started with Red Dead Redemption.
Yes, before we go there, though, these are going to be short episodes we're recording for the next four-ish weeks. Because I am busy. I'm going to be busy either waiting for the birth,
right.
having the birth.
That's right. So we're recording a couple episodes in advance, and we're going to play them over the next couple of weeks while you are out on paternity leave.
That's right. So
and you'll come back with these big bags under your eyes.
Oh my god! Having not played a single game except the diaper changing game 600 times.
If you lose that game, you get poop on your face.
I know. The ramifications are terrible. Do you know how many they recommended diapers they recommend for the first 6 weeks?
How many?
600. That's 100 a week.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
That's like changing 10 times a day.
Yes. So
your life's gonna suck.
Yeah, tell me about it. So
your life's gonna be awful.
Crazy.
I'm gonna call you up while I'm playing games and just tell you how awesome it is.
And I will gonna send you pictures of poop, baby poop. That's what you get.
All right, here we go. So Red Dead Redemption. So a couple people happened to notice that we didn't review this last week.
Maybe 2 or 3. They noticed that we did not review it because we reviewed Super Mario Galaxy 2 instead.
Which we explained on the show. Like, I swear to God, all you guys on YouTube were just like, where's Red Dead Redemption? It's like, well, we explained in the episode why we didn't review it, and we didn't put it in the episode description, but even, I don't think
it's fair. But now you can actually hear the final review. I'm sure, it's already been, 4 weeks after it's
been out for a while.
So if you haven't got it yet, well, check it out.
So what the fuck is Red Dead Redemption?
So Red Dead Redemption is GTA in the Wild West.
It is. Grand Theft Horse. Yep.
And you can get busted for rustling horses.
Yeah.
As well as cattle.
You can get busted for a lot of stuff, but then you can cap their ass.
That's right. Or you can pay bounties at the end to clear your good name.
Yes.
Which is really nice. But yeah, it's very GTA-ish, but if you guys, they've seen our review of GTA 4.
Yeah.
We did not like GTA 4.
No.
There were a lot of issues, I thought.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Saints Row 2 definitely did a lot better open world stuff than GTA 4 did, in our opinion.
It was more fun.
So
this is different.
First impressions of Red Dead Redemption is it is probably the most gorgeous open world game I have ever seen in my entire life.
I have never seen outdoor areas. I'm talking about RPGs that we played, all these other ones. None have looked as good And seriously, I'm watching. I'm like looking at vistas, like, wow, that's an awesome.
And you can
cactus.
ride your horse for 20 minutes in one direction, and it just keeps load. There's never a load screen. It just is kind of bringing in the world maps as it needs them.
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed I thought was really good of them is that everywhere I went, I could tell I was somewhere different.
Yeah.
You know, right? Like, you play a lot of these other games, you go here, it's just like, I've seen that mountain before, I've seen that tree 5 billion times.
Yeah.
I didn't get that feeling.
They clearly had designed every. It wasn't like they took like the Texas like
The block.
the cactus tool and just like ka-kunk. They're like, fuck it. These guys will be wandering around out here. They're not going to notice.
Oh, yeah.
It's like no, they designed the whole world. Like it really looked like they like took topographical maps and just made.
Oh, yeah.
And it feels good. It feels really nice, like you're wandering through a fully made world.
And it's huge.
It is.
I mean, seriously, like you were saying, like 20 minutes. I would be before I figured out a lot of the faster ways to move around, like stagecoaches and there's the teleporting and all this stuff. I was just like, I seriously going to every mission, like, wow, this is really cool.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that you can teleport at a campsite until you camp. So, like, I was out there, and they're like, you can camp at any time by hitting the back button. I'm like, well, I don't fucking need to camp. I'm just going to, like, ride around. So I was playing for hours, and then finally somebody was like, do you know that you can teleport if you camp? And I camped, and it's like, you can teleport from your campsite. I'm like, you ass!
I'm trying to think why I figured it out. Like, because
you probably camped because it told you can camp, and you probably need to save your game or
I could
something.
have sworn it said something, or there was some sort of tooltip.
There's a lot of words.
Yeah, no,
There's words. Like I was sitting there fighting people, and there's like, it's like, Bing, do you know that you like grapefruit jelly? Bing, do you know that you can skin a bird? Bing. Well, I mean, I'm not saying I read every word.
Oh, of course, yeah. That makes
I was
sense.
like, Klaatu, Verata.
What was really funny was like I was like laughing at you because you didn't figure this out, right?
Yeah.
And I was just saying like, yeah, like when I got my horse, I killed my horse. It sucks. So I did that fast transport because I couldn't find another horse.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, why don't you just whistle and call your horse?
It doesn't tell you to do that ever.
It totally does.
There's no
totally
tooltip.
does. I think that the girl actually made me summon my horse.
Oh, I think she did, but I just
She
didn't
just
remember.
forgot. Well,
I mean, like,
seriously,
whistling? Really? What?
After like a couple hours, I completely forgot about Red Dead Time or whatever that shit was.
Oh, absolutely. Same here.
I completely
didn't
forgot
use it at all.
So you can slow down time if you're in a battle, and you can like zoom in, and it slows down
It's
time. You're
actually
like
really
blam,
helpful.
blam, blam. But I didn't end up needing it in battles, and then I played for hours and
There's
hours.
a point where like he reminded you, it's like you should probably use Red Dead.
No, I was actually like
again?
looking online, and they're like, "Yeah, make sure you use your Red Dead time if you're in a battle with like 50 people." I was like, "I killed 50 people with normal time. Like I didn't even notice."
Well, the only time I remember, I don't know if you got that far, but there's this one point where you're talking with one of the guys, and he's saying, "Use Red Dead so you can shoot this thing in the air."
Yes, I did.
So I did that. I'm like, oh yeah,
I forgot
totally
about that
forgot.
feature. Yes.
But that's actually almost a testament to the amount of random shit in this game. I was telling you before, I think you got too much into it, how much it reminded me of Yakuza.
Yes.
In a lot of ways, because one thing I liked about Yakuza is that they have random events happen.
Yeah.
Right? You go, like you're talking about, like there's somebody with a camera, and they teach you to take pictures and all that
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
This game's full of them.
It totally is. You'll be seriously just out wandering. I was riding my horse through the desert, and there's this guy's like, help! And there's wolves trying to kill him. So I was just like, start shooting the wolves.
Yeah.
It's
like a rescue zone.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's really cool.
And there's not only that, there's actually other side quests where they even get more involved, like multi areas. So there's like lady, and I don't think I'm giving it away, they're just totally random side quests, but the lady sitting there crying, you could talk to him, she's like, oh, blah, 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 I have this issue.
You took
go
my
talk
boy.
here. Yeah, or something, right?
Yeah.
And then you go here, you go here, you go here, and it's just like, well, I got a little bit of history. I got a little... a little bit of local color about this game, and it had a lot more to the game. If it didn't have that, I would actually be giving this game probably a much harsher review. Because I felt like I was in the Wild West because of the random events, not so much of the main story. You know?
And they did give you a lot of freedom in terms of like this one guy. So he's just like, oh, I want to get this land, go buy this deed from this other dude, and the guy's like, oh, it's $200. I'm like, $200, nothing. Blow! Fucking shot him in the head and took the deed.
So what is your honor at?
Honor goes way down. Like the honor bar is just like.
Are you playing like as a villain for the most part? Most of the
I'm playing as me.
Okay. So you're at the Tobin scale of the.
Take that as you will. I would say that I'm like chaotic neutral. I'm like right there in the center.
Not chaotic evil. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that if you actually go really, really bad, then other missions start opening up to you, which don't show up. So I don't know if you were telling me this, but somebody was telling me that like you can actually take a girl and put her on train tracks and tie her up. with like you know,
Holy shit! Like twisting your mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh wow, that's
so. I don't know if that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
somebody could have been saying that, but
It's
yeah,
just fucking with you.
it's that kind of shit that
It
you
is.
can do, which is
the
really
world
cool.
is definitely that big. I mean, like, so the one thing that I will say is that you mentioned that it's like Yakuza.
Yeah.
And that's true, it is.
Yeah.
But one thing that did cripple this game a little bit for me is that Yakuza is in Tokyo, which I care about.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit about the Wild West. I just don't. I've never liked Western movies.
Mm-hmm.
I've never enjoyed, like, when my mom lives in Arizona, I'll go down there like, you want to go visit Old Town Tucson? I'm like, no, I don't. There'll be a bunch of guys being like, whoop-a-dee-boo, you know, like, it's not my thing.
Well, and I think that's one of the big problems about this game is like it's set in an era that I don't think that is that interesting to a lot of people. Now, granted, they did a lot of good work to make it kind of interesting because for me, you're right, I couldn't care a whit at all about any of the things. But then I'm writing through, and then I kill a rabbit, and it says 1 out of 5 rabbits killed.
Yes,
right,
yes,
marksman.
yes.
And I'm like, whoa, what?
Yes.
And this OCD section in the back of my brain is like, I'm looking for rabbits everywhere I go. I'm looking for deer. I'm looking for
You're
all
looking
this
for
random stuff.
harvesting herbs
Harvesting
and shit,
herbs, and it's like I don't even care. It's just like the herbs don't really give me anything except for some cash. But
I mean, that's the thing, is it's still an awesome game. I'm not saying, like, don't buy this game because it's in the Wild West. I'm just saying that, like, the difference between me falling in love so I couldn't stop playing and the difference between me playing this and be like, oh, this is really good, I'm enjoying myself, is the locale. Whereas, like, I was talking about this with you last night. I was like, man, if Rockstar did kind of like a war-torn Europe in World War II, like,
I was telling you,
world,
they already did it Saboteur.
Saboteur. I mean, Saboteur. I thought Saboteur was pretty fun. Like the Rockstar treatment on Saboteur would be,
I can see that.
pretty awesome.
I can see that. I'd rather have Future, personally.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, futuristic. Like, would be Mass Effect. But I mean,
yeah, pretty much. But it'd be pretty cool because Mass
would.
Effect is very RPG, like having an open world where you're set in.
yes.
But
So
yeah, like
it would be. I would like it to be a world that I care more about exploring. But that didn't make this game any less fun. The game was still fucking amazing, and I still found myself, especially once I realized you could teleport and start finding these weird side missions. I definitely got more into it.
And I was actually like, we gave a lot of bad marks to Grand Theft Auto 4 for all of the bullshit stuff it made you do, right?
Stupid games.
Yeah, stupid games, but I had to do them to establish relationships, so these
Right.
people will give you missions. So you got rid of all that, but still added a bunch of stuff, and instead they made this nice checklist of a costume.
Yes.
Right? Like, for
Yeah.
this sort of costume, do these 8 things. I'm looking, I'm like, huh? Yeah, okay. And I'm fucking sitting there for 20 minutes playing horseshoes because I have to win at horseshoes, and that game's hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out.
I didn't even play horseshoe. I played poker.
Poker? It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not.
For
I like that you can cheat.
I like the fact that you can get a costume that helps you with luck.
Oh,
There's
I
a
didn't see
gambler's
that.
costume.
Oh, that's cool. And it's like Kenny Rogers' face.
You get a little beard, big mustache too, and a bucket of chicken.
Yeah, that's right.
That would be awesome.
You got to know when to hold them.
That's right.
You got to know when to fold them.
That's right. You got to know when to walk away.
You got to know when to run, motherfucker.
You got to know when to cheat.
That's
actually.
right. Yeah, cheat.
How do you cheat? I never actually cheated.
There was an option for cheating that came up.
Well, what happens though? Do you like
You can
another ace?
store one card and swap it.
Oh, that's genius.
Yes.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
So-
did you win as a result?
No. I'm not a good cheater.
Yeah, but no, I mean this game is so full of just everything, and the fact that like we were so harsh on GTA 4.
Yeah.
I think they fixed a lot of the stuff.
They did.
Right?
They did for sure. Because GTA 4, a lot of it, what it felt for me was they were railroading me. Like a lot of GTA 4 is just like, you have to do this, you have to do this, and Red Dead is very much of just like, you're a dude, here's your horse, and here's a gun. And also, I think that they cleaned up a lot of things. Like the combat is very, very good.
It's good.
Like,
I think that's probably the weakest part of this game.
Really?
Well, for me, like I was playing it, and like they make you shoot like 100 guys in some missions, right?
But I mean, I'm just
And,
saying that like for me, the combat, maybe there was a lot too much of it, but
Yeah, it's just
the
too much,
mechanics of it, I found very satisfying. Whereas like I really felt like I could cap people, and it wasn't like shoot them 75 times, or like I'm always missing.
Oh, yeah. No, so it felt good to me. I just wish I didn't have to kill 100 people.
Yeah.
Some of the missions, like you would have to go infiltrate a camp and go kill some guy at the end.
Yeah.
You're walking like a mile.
Yeah.
Killing random guys.
Oh,
so.
and they have some stuff where it's like you're being chased on a horse, and it's like if you like, I was just curious, and I just sat there for a while, and they'd be like bad guys, and I'd kill them. Bad guys, and it'd be like an infinite number of
Until
waves
you got to
until you got to where you're going. It was
okay.
like that's kind of dumb, It's just
that makes sense.
Yeah,
and the other thing that I think that kind of bothered me was like I didn't like the main storylines that much.
Yeah.
Most of them, I think they were interesting. They were pretty well acted and all that, but it's just like it didn't drive me. For some reason, all the other shit drove me
Yeah.
in this game. Like, oh man, I gotta kill rabbits. Oh man, I gotta collect all this
Right.
shit. But this story,
You didn't want to hear like some guy whining to this widow about like, yeah, my dad left when I was 7. Then when I was 8, I got a wagon. Then when I was 8.5, there was a splinter in my left finger. It's just like
the guy isn't a very good protagonist to me.
yeah. I mean, I thought
Nico
his-
was more interesting to me.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
it was like it was complicated. This guy was just like, I don't really care that you're going after your brother to do some shit. Like
Right.
I don't care about this relationship with this girl at all.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing as him.
Yeah.
But it certainly wasn't one of these things where I wasn't like laughing at what he was saying, all
No,
that stuff.
It wasn't an epic journey.
Right, but the voice acting is phenomenal.
really
Like
good.
you know, like they got really good voice actors. They got a lot of very good interaction. I actually liked the sheriff a lot.
Sheriff is good.
He was funny.
A couple like the Gravedigger, kind of annoying.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things, but no. So overall, like,
It's great.
I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the production quality in this game is
absolutely
fantastic.
And it's one of those things where I am definitely I'm really enjoying it. It's one of these things where so I was playing for a while at first and I was just following the main storyline. I didn't know about teleporting,
Yep.
and I was talking to you
You
about it. I'm
started
like,
getting annoyed?
I'm gonna go play more Alan Wake instead. And then once I've kind of gotten the rhythm of the game, now I'm
Starting to
into
feel a
it.
little
Now
different.
I'm into it, and I'm going around and I'm kind of digging, like rescuing people from buildings where they're being held hostage and all this
the
other
random stuff, right?
Yeah.
For me, like I actually had the same feelings you did about 2 hours in because
Yeah.
I was starting doing like some of the treasure hunting mini games, which
Cow herding.
Oh, and cow herding, yeah.
Dumb.
It's like there's a couple of mini games. I don't know why they front load them because the rest of the game's actually pretty good. But
Yeah.
there's a couple of things where like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Cow herding, really?
Yeah, and racing the girl and the horse. I mean, like, 'cause
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing is
it's-
the horse isn't as satisfying as racing a car. Like, I don't mind
Yeah.
riding the horse around in battles and stuff, but when
It gets
they have
annoying
me,
to fucking
Yeah.
the worst mechanic is tap tap tap. Look at my thing to see if I'm getting low. Tap
Right.
tap.
yeah, it
broken.
is definitely it doesn't it's not the same as like pull the trigger and race.
Yeah.
You know,
Where
it's
you're
definitely a lot more intensive.
Like, you're doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, again, those are really small, minor nits
Yeah.
for the most part, but overall, it's like I'm impressed.
Get it for real? It is good.
Really good game.
So next up. So there's some interesting timing going on. There are 3 major racing games coming out right now.
Yeah, so a couple games we're going to cover in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Split Second and Blur. And then this one on the PS3.
Yeah, so Modnation Racers. So you and I have been kind of dicking around with, like, we've been, playing. We've played demos of all of them. You've been playing Blur. I've been playing Split
Yeah, so
Second.
we both bought a and we're going to swap them.
We're going to swap this week, and then I'm going to play Blur. He's going to play Split Second.
Yep.
So, but we've had a lot of racing game experience in the last couple of weeks, and then we played the Modnation Racer demo.
And we were kind of excited about it, right? I think you were
Kind
excited
of,
about
yeah.
more the creation aspects of it
Right.
a little more
Yeah.
than I was. Just 'cause I
I'm
know I
interested in
wasn't
seeing other people's levels, for sure.
gonna do it. Yeah. So we played the demo because we couldn't get it in time.
Yeah.
But I think it gives a rough, at least for the mechanics of the gameplay.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
This game's mushy.
It doesn't feel like a very good racer.
No, I mean, it feels like what it should have been is like a $10 downloadable game.
But
I'm not-
it's $60 as a disc.
Yeah. So why this game as a
Or maybe
full price
50,
game
something
seems
like
very
that, yeah.
strange because you've got okay, so it's a basic it follows the Blur model much more closely. It's got the pickups.
Yep. Very Mario Karty, right? I mean,
Yeah. So if you slide, you can power up a shield.
Yep.
So like but generally speaking, you don't always know when people are shooting at you. I mean, like you can power up
It
your
gives
shield.
you some warnings, but for the most
Yeah.
part, yeah.
So then you can pick up rockets and electric bolts and some other stuff. But the racing itself just feels like you're just kind of really squishy all over the place. Like after
Yeah.
playing real racing games.
Well, even racing games like Mario Kart, for the most part, right? It's just like it feels to me like the one thing you have to get right in a racing game is the physics model of the car.
Yes.
If you don't get that right, then it's useless. It's
Right.
pointless. Like no matter what stuff you put on top. But this one, it's like it's floaty. I'm doing my drifting, which they added make a huge element for
Yeah.
a button. You have to hold down as opposed to like in Mario Kart, it's the jump which
And
you
then you
hold
slide,
down,
yeah.
right? Which is a little different. And then it just doesn't feel right, and it's hard to explain.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of elements that you kind of look for in a racing game, especially like this, where it's like you want to have that feeling of speed, which I didn't really get in this. Like it felt kind of like a toy as opposed to kind of really feeling like you're racing along. And you also really want the weapons to feel like they pop.
And then yeah.
They really don't. I mean,
You hit somebody and you're like, did I hit them? It's
Right.
like, did something actually
There was
happen?
only one weapon that I saw that was cool. Was so you can get different level ups. So like
Yeah.
if you get rocket and then another rocket and another rocket, it goes to like airstrike. It goes to like 3 levels up. So if you pull that, it shoots all these rockets in the air and just fucking tags the dude in front of you. So I mean, it's kind of whatever. That's kind of cool.
Well, I did, yeah. Like I think I only played a few times, but I leveled up one of the bolt, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, it makes a different bolt, chain bolt or something like that. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's interesting. But I think the selling point of this game is the customizability.
Right.
You can customize everything in this game. You're talking about like the actual avatar, and the amount of variety is ridiculous.
Right.
The cars, the tracks. Share everything is basically in Sony's Play Create Share model.
Yeah.
Did you try the editor?
I did. I tried the editor. I mean, it was one of these things where I was actually really surprised that they cripple it as much as they did, because it seems to me that you could basically make this so that you play with the level editor at full strength and then not share the levels with your friends or something,
or
just
not
so
even
that,
play them as a race.
Yeah,
right?
just to show you the full strength of level editor. But in this, they gave you maybe 10% or less, probably way less.
Like one theme.
Yeah, of the stuff that's available, so you can't do all the fun stuff that would make you want to buy the game.
And I think some of it's locked, too, which is really, really interesting mechanic, I thought, where they said, okay, we're going to make an editor for you, but these particular tools in the editor, you have to do something in the game to actually get them. Like, I guess that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But because they do that with Little Big Planet, too. But I was playing it, I thought you could drive the track. And I didn't see that mechanic. When I did edit, I had this big bulldozer, which just wasn't driving. Right? It wasn't my car. Like they were showing in the demos.
I see what you're saying. So like, you're saying like you would build it and then drive it.
No. You would be in your little car driving it. It would make the thing behind you. I thought that's what they showed in all the demos. I could be wrong. But.
Yeah, I don't remember if they did that or not. But yeah, you're right. I mean, like you drive the bulldozer, and it's kind of cool because what you can do is you can make a really weird, crazy track, and then if you've done enough craziness, you hit autocomplete, and it goes boop boop. And it brings it back to the beginning. So, I mean, they've obviously put a lot of work into the editor. It's not going to draw either one of us.
No, but as far as from a technical feed, if you think about it, they took Maya or 3D Studio Max and made it playable.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that's freaking... Like, you look at what Little Big Planet did. They did in 2D, and they did some impressive shit.
Yeah.
This one, they made a 3D editor, something that anybody can use.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to give them props for that, even though I'll never use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very impressive thing. I'm never going to wear a Wonder Bra, but that is a spectacular piece of engineering.
Oh, yeah. we will appreciate the results.
Effect. Yes, that's right.
The results of this amazing editor.
That's true. So other people will make really cool levels, and that will be the equivalent of breasts in a Wonder Bra.
Yes, but at the same time, it was a mushy experience. So
I'm not buying the game.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, so I will watch YouTube videos of the cool tracks that people make, but compared to the other races that are out right now, I have no interest in buying this game.
Yeah, no. And actually, as a racing game in general, if I had to choose, like, dude, get Split Second, get Blur. There's other better racing games out there. Way better.
So, new releases.
There's only a couple this week.
Yeah. So, first up is what? Alpha Protocol.
Alpha Protocol. So, I've heard a lot about this game. They keep on saying it's an RPG and an FPS mashed together.
Right.
Just like another game we've...
I was going to say that sounds remarkably similar to Mass Effect 2, and then you and I were watching some videos. Look like Mass Effect 2.
They're trying really hard, but they're setting it in present day and making it all espionage, spy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All the levels were trying to look all futuristic and shit.
Well, I mean, maybe like Born Identity futuristic,
okay,
right?
gotcha,
Not like Mass Effect.
Right.
With the stars,
real,
with aliens,
real futuristic.
having sex with blue girls, that kind of stuff.
So it was hard to say. I mean, like looking at the trailers, there's a shitload of dialogue and very little gameplay. It's hard to find good gameplay.
And I was a little worried because I've been hearing some stuff about these games. They say that it's an RPG where you're shooting.
Yeah.
It's relying on your skill in the game, not on your skill doing it.
Okay.
That is a big red flag to me.
Yeah.
Because when I shoot somebody,
that's like an RPG thing, though, kind of.
With Mass Effect, it's
it's skill,
right?
Yeah,
it's skill. That's skill based, but everything else is right. So anyhow, that's a big red flag, and all the cutscenes. It's like there's a lot of bad acting.
Yeah. So I mean, we're definitely going to try it next week. We will give you our review.
Actually, 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. That's
think,
right.
yeah.
So, but the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if I like this more than you, just because the story. If the story is halfway decent, I may get into it. And there's some hacking shit. There's some whatever.
Puzzles? I mean, come on, pick the one that's blue, or something like that.
Dude, the hacking in Mass Effect 2 was like that. It was pick the character strings that match this one up here.
Well, there was a thing where just move this thing until your thing buzzes for a really long time. Granted.
Nothing
I'll
is
give
as
that.
good, like the toughest puzzle in the whole world. The most really intricate, well thought out.
The pipe one in Bioshock?
I was going to say finding the minerals in Mass Effect 2. That was just
yeah.
that really required brain power. That was
it took me like an hour to
Yeah.
find a mineral once. It's crap. It's terrible. So that's Alpha Protocol. Not big. The fact that it's coming out around now in the Dumping Grounds session, it's a little worrisome too.
Yeah.
The next up is Modern Warfare 2 Resurgent Map Pack.
Yeah.
Another $15 Activision.
We had a call in about this last week. People were asking if you were going to shell out for it.
So it came out yesterday from when we recorded. I have not gotten it yet.
Okay.
I don't know. This weekend, because basically the StarCraft 2 beta ends on Monday.
Oh.
So that's kind of what
You're gonna be cut off.
I'm telling you, dude, I got to get all of my,
Yeah.
like Zerg crushing in.
Yeah.
So I think I'll be playing that.
Do you know if you get to
we'll see.
keep any of your rankings? Or
No, dude, they've been
just-
resetting it like every couple of weeks. So I'll get to like, gold.
So they're
rank.
testing their stats and stuff.
Yeah. Which is fine. I
mean,
don't
that's
care.
what betas are all about.
But yeah, it's funny too because like their ranking system to actually get into the various things is totally screwed up. So sometimes I'm like platinum.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like copper. And then I have to work my way up,
Right.
or if I'm in platinum, I lose all the time and get knocked down.
Yeah, well, you beat like a couple white people,
Basically,
and then they put
yeah.
you in platinum, and then they
And then,
bring in some Koreans
fucked,
that
basically.
just ball slap your face.
Yeah. They don't even, they click once and I die.
Right.
It's ridiculous. But I
do
don't,
they have a release date, by the way, for StarCraft 2?
July 27th, I believe.
All
So,
right.
which is good because it's in a good timing.
Yeah.
For everything. But I think I will get this probably when the baby's born. I'm hoping I can play it.
You
hope.
strap the baby
I
across
think
your
I'm gonna
chest
get like
and
a
be
bandolier, baby bandolier.
I just love it. Like there's like a baby like trying to sleep on your chest. You're like, boom, headshot. you're like,
Got you, mother.
yeah, mother effer. F-U-C-K-E-R.
I think that's what will end up happening because
Your
because
kid's gonna be scarred for life, just like
I know.
strapped to your chest while you kill dudes for
it's like
30
rumbling.
hours.
I'll be like, take over. I gotta take a leak. I feel like he does better than me. That would be terrible. So that's my hope. I'm still gonna get it. I'm a little pissed off with the fact that it's still $15.
Yeah.
You get 2 maps from Call of Duty for Vacant and Strike. I really like Vacant. Vacant's
Okay.
one of my favorite shotgun maps. It's
Okay,
really like-
so I mean that's one good map.
yeah.
You don't know about the other 3
There's
yet.
a carnival. So,
That could be fun.
but you can't dress up as a clown.
Shoot clowns.
Shoot clowns, kill clowns. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll still get it, but I'm still kind of annoyed, and frankly, I'm getting a little kind of tired of Activision money grubbing ways.
Yeah.
They're doing it with StarCraft too, dude. Like,
What?
Well, fuck, they're like splitting StarCraft up into 3
Oh,
games
right, yeah,
now,
that's
right?
fucked up. That's totally
BattleNet,
fucked
no
up.
land play,
Yeah.
and like, I hear they're gonna, dude. I don't know if this is a rumor or whatnot, but they're gonna make it so to get premium maps, you have to buy them.
Oh, that would be
And
messed
to
up.
start your own ladders, there's
Yeah.
going to be a different thing of BattleNet, like
Yeah.
it's a premiere, where to do your own ladders and contests and stuff
You
like
gotta
that,
pay?
you have to pay.
Ooh.
So they're going to microtransaction the fuck out of StarCraft, and it
Wow.
scares me.
Yeah.
It really bothers me.
Yeah, so they're basically going to treat like StarCraft maps like songs in Guitar Hero.
Exactly.
Yeah. $1 map, son. $1
All right,
map.
I'll do it. Oh,
And you're like,
to
oh, I'm going to go
compete.
play with these people. Oh, everybody's playing maps I don't have.
Yep. Yeah, so I mean, they know how to make money, but it kind of fucks the gamer. So
Yeah.
fuck you guys. But
So-
got some
We got a donation from Sasha.
very nice donation. Thank you very much. It
Yeah.
really helps us.
Sasha up in Canada dropping some cash in our lap because the dollar is worth nothing. It was like $2 Canadian equals
I think it was
800 American.
a toonie.
Yes.
It was, he got a toonie.
But thank you so much because we had to buy Blur, we had to buy Split Second, we got
to buy everything.
We've been
Ridiculous.
buying all sorts of games.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for donating. There's always a button on NooBTooB.com on the right hand side of the page.
That's right, and I think we have a big hosting bill coming up. So
We
you know
do.
the hosting bill, it's going to hurt.
Yes. So next up we have a video from Locke, our community dude. Mm-hmm. So it is all about episode 0, which you and I are calling episode 200.
Yes, which will probably be our episode 200.
Yes. So
We're
here you go.
excited.
Hello everyone in the NooBTooB army. This is Locke, your content director talking at ya, and I have a request for our latest and greatest community project. What we're doing is compiling all the best moments from episodes 100 to 200 of NooBTooB, putting them all together in one big grand show called episode 0. Now, if you want to help out in anything from time stamping to cutting some footage, even editing some footage, you can go into the UGC forum and find the thread there. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact myself or the moderator, Tall Chick, for any questions on the project or any UGC there. So we'd love your help. Any help is appreciated, and we'll see you out there on the battlefield. Yow!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
So
dude.
please do participate. Just go to the forums, like he said, go to the user-generated content section. We need all of you guys' help to chip in and find all of your funniest moments from episodes 100 to 200.
Wow.
And we're going to put this together in an extravaganza of NooBTooB-liciousness.
That's right. It's going to be a NooBTooB episode created by you guys.
Yes,
So it's gonna be
which is awesome. It's like everything that you guys liked about the show.
I think there's going to be a big Envious's Mom section.
I'm
That's my
sure.
guess.
I heard that Envious's mom has a big section.
Really? Okay, so each week we like to feature the NooBTooB Army on the show. If you have a funny question, story, or whatever, please give us a call.
Hell yeah, and you can also contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or send your files to feedback@noobtoob.com, and please post them as video responses on YouTube.
Yes, keep all the videos under a minute if you want to be featured on the show. And we're doing a call-in show in 2 weeks, so make sure you do your calls in the next week.
Yeah, please.
Like, do it, because we need
call
them.
in videos. Send some damn videos,
Yeah,
people.
please.
We love the videos. So, I gotta say, so this week what we're doing is last week we talked about gamer chicks. What's it like to date a gamer
Dating
chick?
advice from NooBTooB.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We're the best dudes to get dating advice from. So we actually have a triumvirate here of people calling in with their experiences with gamers dating
As a
gamers.
gamer chick or dating a gamer chick?
So we're gonna play these for you guys, so you can the community is chipping in with their opinions.
Hey NooBTooB, this is Ashley from California. Calling to make a few comments about the dating a gamer chick topic that you were going over in episode 190, I believe. It's your last episode. Anyways, first off, I am that gamer chick. No, Tobin, not the kind that dresses up. Sorry. Anyway, both my fiance and myself are very into gaming, and honestly, it is very fun. Our quality time is mostly us sitting at home on our computers on opposite sides of the room, playing a game, which is usually Modern Warfare 2, with our headsets on in a Ventrilo channel with our friends. And we do play together in a lot of games, but we enjoy playing against each other just as much. Oh, and when it comes to game reviews, we usually watch your show together, and we'll toss ideas back and forth. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. Either way, it's just fun collaborating together. So that's about it. Yow.
Nice.
I love that they watch the show together.
Oh.
That is so cool that you guys watch NooBTooB together.
YouTubers that watch the show together stay together.
That's right, and the fact that you're not offended by all the horrible things we say, you're awesome.
That's right. She's a keeper.
Don't let her get away, buddy.
You know, and she plays games.
And she plays Modern Warfare.
I know.
That's badass.
Against each other like that. I'm impressed.
You're jealous, aren't you?
I'm kind of jealous. Like, are you into polygamy?
All right, so next up is Dan.
Hey, Yuzo and Tobin. This is Dan from Pennsylvania, and I'm actually calling about the dating a gamer chick thing. I actually met my fiance in high school because of World of Warcraft. I was reading a how to level a priest guide in class one day, and she had, she was sitting beside me. She said, "Well, hey, what are you reading?" I said, "Oh, just a stupid thing for a game I play." She's like, "Well, what game?" And I said, "World of Warcraft. You probably don't know nothing about that game, though." And she's like, "Well, oh my God, I love that game, I play it all the time." And, we started talking in school from there, and then we started hanging out outside of school, and, 3 years we were now engaged now, and we're still playing the game together. It's wonderful having, someone that likes those kind of things with you. And I just wanted to say that you guys have a great show, and keep it up, guys.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
That is the only dude in the entire world that has gotten a woman from reading How to Level a Priest, the guide.
He's going to give all these guys such a bad idea because they're going to be like at the mall with their World of Warcraft.
Yeah, just holding it open.
Just like,
hey, ladies.
check this out.
Yeah.
I got a level 80
I got 380s. Got a lot of free time.
Or just like power leveling.
That's right.
For kisses.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, oh, you want me to, I could drop you some fat loot.
That's right.
If you wanna
I
go
got
out
gold.
sometime. That's
I
right.
got gold if you got,
Drop
you know
it,
what
platinum.
I mean.
So the last one up is El Spaco.
How you doing, Tobin and Yuzo? My name's El Spaco from Tampa, Florida. I was just watching your episode, and you guys mentioned what's it like to be married to a hardcore gamer chick, and I am married to one. Basically, we actually met on EverQuest. We raided for about 3-4 years together before we actually got together. After we played a while together, it's kind of funny. I went over to WoW and raided in WoW while she still played in EverQuest, and she would tell me all the time, When you're gonna stop being a girl? When are you gonna stop being a girl and come back to the game? When are you gonna stop playing a real man's game? That kind of stuff. We banter a lot. We play a lot. StarCraft, we play all the time against each other, and it's really awesome. You can have conversations about levels and stuff like that. Other stuff, inside jokes, just between.
Oh, 60 seconds.
By the way, 60 seconds, you get cut off.
That's right. Wow, I'm jealous.
That's so cool. I love that she's talking shit too. She's like, "Hey, pussy, why don't you?" I didn't know that EverQuest was like the tough guy game. Like she's just like, "Bitch."
Dude, it's a hard game. Like death penalties and all this stuff. Like, dude, I know at least 3 couples who got married through EverQuest.
Damn.
And for some reason, it's more than World of Warcraft. I'm sure World of Warcraft, there's more. But
EverQuest is the eHarmony of the MMO world.
Dude, I don't know what it is. It's just like when you raid and you rely on each other, like she's your healer.
You were in the shit together.
That's right.
It's like meeting in Vietnam.
You fall in love, you're like, oh, okay, it's gotta happen.
Yeah, everything else is easy if we've beaten that boss in EverQuest.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's weird. I don't hear those stories about World of Warcraft, but everybody I know from EverQuest.
That's badass.
Hardcore.
So thank you guys for sending in those comments and questions. That was very cool. Like, I love hearing about gamers meeting other gamers, dating other gamers. Like, that people meet at PAX and like fall in love.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Every single girl that goes to PAX is fucking taken. That's what I've heard.
It does seem that way.
I mean, right? Like,
I'll scope. I'll scope around this year at PAX and let you know
whether they're taken or not.
I was like, oh, you're cute. Are you taken? Let me see an ID first.
Take out that costume real quick.
Hold on. Is your dad here? I'll ask him what your birth date is. So anyway.
Yeah,
we're done. We're not going anywhere good. So that is our show for the week. Check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in the forums by clicking the communities tab at the top of the front page.
Yes, if you're watching the video on YouTube, be sure to click on the subscription button right over there-ish, and also click like on Tobin's Junk and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Hell yeah. You're Yuzo.
Yes,
I'm playing
Yuzo.
the piano. I'm Failcat.
I failed again. I'm Yuzo Watanabe.
And I'm Tobin Kazire, and audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Range Missing in Action Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. We're out!
Yeah.
In a game.
Look at her gate. She's just jumping over. This is awesome.
You're like those dudes that marry women in Japan in video games.
There's nothing wrong with that. Anyhow, I gotta take this. This is me forever. Misty?
Oh, shit. I fucking zoomed in too much.
Okay. So I'll do it, and I'll like just be Misty, and you'll zoom in when I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Misty.